Come on. Hello. Let's see if I can get the lighting right here. Lighting problems when it comes to recording devices are always a challenge. I think this will do. Yeah, sorry about that. I guess when you're really focused on video games, you can sort of tune out to other things, but that's why they say video games can be really fun and entertaining, but they can also be very addictive, and I can see how easily that could happen, even when I just get on my Xbox and that type of thing. But it's pretty good. Like, I'm pretty happy with my Xbox. The games run well with it. The multimedia runs well. The multimedia stuff runs pretty well in it, and so it is pretty good. It's just a well balanced gadget. So anyways, this is my vlog. So what's today? Today is, let me check here. What, Tuesday, October 25, 2016. Well, it's 12:47 a.m. here. Okay, yeah, so like I said before, in my vlog, I'm just gonna try to talk about different things that I'm up to, some of my interests, what I've been doing recently, that type of thing. Sometimes it's hard to figure out like what to talk about, or what you've been doing, or you kind of worry that other people may not be interested in it, or they may not have that in common. Okay, well, I'll start off with, for the soccer people, yeah, so we had a soccer pickup on Saturday, and it was Saturday at 3 p.m. in the Mun Gym, also known as, in the Mun Gym, also called PE 2000. So I tried to do things a little differently on Saturday because, well, like over the summer I've been doing these soccer pickups and the numbers have been good, or extremely good, or maybe even too good. You know, most of the time we would play full field, and full field is obviously in 11 on 11, which is 22, and a lot of the times we got quite a bit over 22, and sometimes quite a bit over 22, like over 30 people, and which is fine on a full field. But people have, like, in our last indoor season, the numbers were pretty good too, but I had some of our players come up to me and they would say things like, occasionally they would say things like when a lot of people would show up, that they felt that there was just too many people that were showing up, and they were a little annoyed because when that happens, there has to be subs, right? So either if you get subbed, or the subs get sort of divided into, like, we have to sub like an extra team or whatever. But the bottom line is that they get annoyed because they don't get to play as much as they can. Like, and I kind of agree, because no one wants to go all the way there just to sit on a bench, right? So I was a little worried about that too many people would start showing up, because we had such a huge numbers for the summer. So I tried to do things a little differently. So I thought, oh well, like, instead of what I usually do is I post my games in different groups. I thought that that might have been a part of the problem. So I thought, oh well, like, this time I'll just post it in my group. And based on the Facebook numbers, sort of made sense, because by game time, about 10 people confirmed that they were going, and which is a perfect number. But then when I got there, well, like at around start time, there really wasn't really many people there, and like just a few like more showed up later on, and then we had enough, like, just for a small game, which was fine, but I would have liked to have seen a little more. So I don't know, it's kind of complicated as to like what to do next. So I might have to go back to the way I did it before and just post my games in different groups, just to make sure that like enough people actually show up, like excluding the people who just have excuses or whatever. So just when not enough people show up, I have to assess our last game, and you know, I can't keep like booking court times and stuff if like people aren't going to show up, or not enough people are going to show up, right? So like last indoor season and over the summer, because the numbers were good, I booked like maybe like 2 games a week. But like until I see improvement in numbers, like I think I'm only going to book maybe like once a week, right? Like I have to be shown, or people have to prove to me that they want to play, they want to show up, so that I can increase it from 1 a week to 2 a week, and that type of thing. But anyways, like our little game was still pretty good. Like, you know, we played the whole time. There was definitely a lot of running, and you know, it was still a pretty competitive game and stuff. I definitely worked up a sweat, and honed up my soccer skills and that type of thing. And I don't know, like the weekend was pretty quiet for me. I went to the volleyball game. So mine was the women's volleyball team was hosting a few exhibition games, and so they played the Guelph Gryphons like twice, and so I saw the game on Saturday night, and it was a pretty good game, and the attendance was pretty good. Memorial did really well. They beat them, and they swept them 3 sets to nothing, and they were definitely the much better team, and pretty good. It wasn't that long ago that I would read things about that volleyball team where like they went a whole season without even winning 1 game. So they've definitely come a long way. So I took a lot of pictures and videos, and maybe I'll post it. But again, like it's all that stuff is a lot of work, and like if I'm going to go through the trouble of posting all of that, like I have to be shown that people are watching them, or they like them, or interested in them. So like if I think that no one is watching them, then I just won't bother. It's just because it's just too much work, right? Same thing when it comes to like these vlogs or anything else that I post on my different social media sites, right? So you have to like, you know, like them or like retweet them, share them, comment on them, do something just to prove that, you know, that people are watching them or whatever. So yeah. So what else am I up to? Yeah, so well, today was just the beginning of a work week, Monday, so I guess I didn't do too much. I went to class and stuff, and you know, but we'll see how the rest of the work week goes along. But anyways, I think I'm going to end it here. So yeah, everybody have a good week. Until later. See ya.